What is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and I am back today with another video for you all. As part of my beginner series and guides, I've put together today 5 campaign characters that I recommend newer players and those reaching towards the mid-game to farm as soon as they have the opportunity to do so, as I personally believe that these 5 characters provide really good end game usage. And what I mean by that is, obviously being able to be utilized in high-end raids with your alliance, as well as being potentially utilized in the Dark Dimension endgame material. So these characters from day one will provide you excellent value, and that's why I wanted to put together a video for you guys for these 5. As previously mentioned, the 3 criteria I'm actually going to utilize in terms of assessing these characters will be how their end game value will be in terms of raids, dark dimensions, arena, blitz teams. Whether or not they can be utilized in terms of farming a potential legendary, and lastly, their overall character abilities. Whether or not they are actually usable, and do they have a good synergy with other teams if utilized by themselves as solo characters. So let's dive right in, you guys. This is, by the way, in no particular order. These 5 characters are all great in their own way. I've just ranked it in terms of unlocking from difficulty easiest to hardest. So first and foremost, you guys, we are actually going to start with number 5, Venom. Venom is amazing with the symbiote squad. He's able to have synergy with both symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage. He instills those negatives on the team, is able to also flip positives, and it's great because he's actually really feasible in the higher tiered raids, especially with the symbiote team. He's definitely Dark Dimension 2 feasible and forward if you're able to utilize that symbiote squad. He's also part of, in terms of unlocking a legendary, that would be Shuri. He can be part of that Spider-Verse squad to unlock Shuri, which is also coming up, by the way, you guys, following Black Bolt. And in terms of usability, I love his abilities. Like I said, he synergizes really well with the symbiote team, especially Carnage and symbiote Spider-Man, and can be interchangeably used with other characters, right? So, I believe he has really good synergy. So that's Venom for you. I highly recommend you guys farming him, and he is available in the Nexus 6-9 for reference. So moving on to my next character, you guys. Number 4, I do have the infamous Scientist Supreme. I cannot say enough good things about her. She is available in Cosmic, I believe, 2-9. So like not too hard in terms of difficulty, but the reason being her on this list is because her usage in the end game is just unreal. The fact that she can cast all these negative conditions in the opposing team makes her almost DD2 required. Her and Minerva are just go working hand in hand in terms of their abilities. She can be slotted into any team. Additionally, if you guys haven't already, I do have a video where I've created an AIM team about 120k that's able to get through the first 3 nodes of Villains Campaign 7. That in terms of ultimately reaching Hela, right, for farming. So she is so important in terms of that process and being able to allow that farming to be possible. So I highly recommend farming Scientist Supreme, you guys. Her abilities are unmatched. Number 3, you guys, I'm gonna highly recommend Miss Marvel. And, she is just so great in terms of being able to give value to a team. She can be slotted in generally with in any part of the Herald's team for unlocking the future nodes. She is part of unlocking, the legendary for Ebony Maw as part of the Inhumans team that's coming up in September. And honestly, with the rework of the Young Avengers, her being part of that team now with Squirrel Girl, her future potential now is unknown, right? Like, definitely there's a lot of end game potential now, especially once people are able to level her up more and actually see if she is feasible in Dark Dimension alongside with Squirrel Girl, now that they have that sustainability. So she's great, you guys. She's tanky, self-sustainability, and she provides energy to the team. I cannot say enough good things about Miss Marvel. I definitely recommend her if you guys can get the opportunity. And like I said, her end game, she can be utilized in raids. She helps unlock Ebony Maw, and then she's only available in Mystic 2-6. So I definitely recommend you guys farm her if there is an opportunity to do so. She just provides a lot of value as well. Number 4, you guys, I'm sure you guys have probably already guessed it, but my last 2 guys will actually be the Asgardians team. I cannot say enough good things about the synergy of the Asgardians. Starting off, we're going to actually talk about Loki here. He's able to create minions with his abilities. He's able to be a part of unlocking a legendary that's upcoming. Black Bolt's only coming in a few days. you know, and the fact that he's just so feasible in Raids and Dark Dimension, you can slot him in almost any team, and he will help out with his clones as well as his effective special ability just to provide that nasty defense down for an opposing enemy. So you guys, like I said, I cannot say enough good things about Loki and the other Asgardians. You know, him and Hela are the two that are farmable through the campaigns, and he's available Mystic 3-6. So last and foremost, you guys, I already mentioned before with my comments on Loki, Hela is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best farmable characters in the campaign. You know, thank you to Foxnet for actually being able to allow us to do so. I've actually created a guide and videos on how to do that using a lower tier team. You guys can definitely check it out. I'll put it in the description below for reference. But like I said, you guys, you know, similar to Loki's case, her end game value is unreal. She's utilized in almost every game mode, you know, Dark Dimension, high-end raids. It's just because of her ability to be able to cast negative conditions to all the other enemies. But additionally, she is also part of the unlocking the upcoming Black Bolt Legendary that's coming up. And she's also able to, you know, I cannot say good enough things about Greg. You know, Greg's always taking hits for us. He always soaks up damage from Captain Marvel when she unleashes her devastating ultimate. So she's only available too in, you know, honestly, Villain 7-6, like, I was able to get to with a lower tier team at 150 to 160k, and that's a very beginner friendly to mid tier power level. So, you know, like I said, you guys, she is definitely later on in the game for sure, but you know, once you guys can get an opportunity to do so, I definitely recommend farming her as well. So to reiterate for you guys, you know, number 1, you guys, Venom. Number 2, Scientist Supreme. Number 3, Miss Marvel. Number 4, Loki. And number 5, Hela. And you know, these 5 characters I think just add so much potential value in the end game for new players if you guys started farming early. I definitely wish I farmed them earlier than I knew how much value they actually provided. You know, it's like those instances where you don't really know how good a character is until you actually start utilizing them, right? So I hope this video has helped you guys. You know, I also want to say, you know, please let me know what your thoughts and comments are below. I definitely love hearing your guys' feedback, but I definitely think these 5 are definitely up there in terms of being able to not only be able to farm, but as well as adding future value for you guys in the end game as you prepare for the Dark Dimension nodes and those higher rates. So as always, you guys, thanks for checking out my channel and watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.